Hi my loves, good day and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time stopping by, my name is Grace. I make beauty, lifestyle, travel vlogs sometimes, so please do subscribe to my channel if you're watching this and if you find this helpful. So what I'm going to be talking today, today is the pros and cons in Kenya. Like, this is just me now doing like a summary of everything I experienced in Kenya. I wasn't going to just end with just the vlogs. I just thought to like extend it and tell you guys what I genuinely feel about Kenya, what are the things that I enjoyed, what are the pros, what are the cons. You know, I know that information will be useful to someone out there who has a plan to go to Kenya. So that's why I decided I'm going to do like a full video of this so that you can sort of like get an insight of what to expect when going to Kenya. Or if you've not watched the videos, I have like 3 series of vlogs. You can just check them here. I have 3 series of vlogs talking about like my trip in Kenya, just like vlogging everything that I did in Kenya. So if it's something you are interested in watching, which I'm sure you would because it was like really interesting, then you should please click the link here. So if you're interested in this video, since you already know what it's about, then keep watching. Okay, so if you've made it to this point, that means you really want to understand and know like what my experience was in Kenya and what I really feel about it, the pros, the cons. So yeah, we're going to actually start with the cons first. So let's like do the like bad things, what I don't like, and then we can of course enter into the things that I really loved about Kenya. And to be honest, like the things I loved about Kenya truly outweigh the things that I actually don't like. But I mean, we can just get right into it. So number one, the first con for me in Kenya is the fact that they don't have, I always say they don't have AC. They do have AC, but AC is not something that is very common. And when I say AC, for people that may just be confused, I mean air conditioner. I actually booked like 3 Airbnbs, guys, and to my surprise, like they were really beautiful in terms of the aesthetics and how it was put together, but like they did not have air conditioner, and I was mad because I mean, you guys were in Nigeria, of course, and it's very hot and everybody tends to have like an AC. I mean, that's like a normal thing to have. So to think that people in Kenya, they don't have that, I mean they do of course, but it's like it's not a common thing to see. That's the point. Like it's not a common thing to see, and it was so crazy to me. I'm just like, oh my god, like how don't you have AC, guys? Like, but the thing about it is the weather actually really changes in Kenya. Like during the day is hot, but so somewhere around 7 it becomes actually chilly, and you know there's nothing you can't handle, to be honest, but it's not like hot, you know. That's a good thing, you know, in that part. But I still genuinely feel like there should be air conditioner. Like, let it now be your choice, you know, as a what's it called, as someone who is visiting or as a tourist or whatever it is. Like, let it now be your choice that you don't want to put on that AC, and not the fact that you literally do not have AC. Like, guys, that thing was really a turn off for me. Like, I was so frustrated I had to even at some point check into a hotel. But and I really wanted Airbnb because, you know, Airbnb is like a lot cheaper for you. You can cook whatever you want to do and all of that, but I wasn't able to actually get that. So that was something that, I mean, I didn't really like in Kenya. So on to the next one. So number two for me would be that I think it's really like an African thing. So I'm not gonna say like it's just specific to Kenya. I don't know, people should not come for me. Kenyans, please, you guys should not come for me. But like Kenyans, they stare a lot. Oh my god, like they stare a lot. Like like they literally stare a lot. Like, guys, like at some point, I don't know if it was about me, maybe you can tell me, maybe it was me now, you know. But I mean, like, it was almost very uncomfortable. Like, you just get people stare at you, like you're really, it's so obvious. And I just kept on wondering, like, did I not look different? I mean, our skin looks the same. You know, I'm African, of course. Although I could not speak Kenya, you know, but it's like, what is actually really making you guys stare at me like the way you're staring at me? Like, guys, it was a thing. Like, it was really a thing. I thought it was my hair at some point. You know, I thought as well probably my shape. I just thought, but then again, Kenyan women, like, saw people with shape, like, so I'm not even gonna say like mine was like, you know, the baddest or whatever, but it's just a thing. So I just dawned on me that they're probably like that, like they stare, you know, too much. Again, I said it's probably like an African thing, because even here in Nigeria, like, people stare at you, you know, things like that. But again, what I'm trying to say is that I did notice it in Kenya. Like, I did notice it in Kenya. Okay, so that's number two for me. So number three pro, you know, for me in Kenya was also their cars. Yeah, their Ubers, their taxis, like whatever it is. Like, they did not have like any like really nice car as Uber. You know how today, like in Lagos, I'm currently in Lagos, Nigeria, and in Lagos today, like, you can book Uber. Yes, you get like you get Camry, you get Corolla, you know, the normal cars and all. But if you want like something high end, you can go for like the X, and you know, you get like a good car. I've even had like a Jeep pick me one time, you know, from Uber. I think it was either Uber or Bolt. But my point is, when you want a taxi in Nigeria, like, if you really want to go for something luxurious a bit, you can actually have that. So all throughout my stay in Kenya, I did not get that. I don't know if I wasn't checking the right app. I was actually using Uber at the time, and all my cars were like Micra. I'm not even lying. Like, they were literally, I'm so sorry, but like, they were not like doing it for me. And just not the car alone, like the make of the car, it was also the fact that even in their cars, they don't put on AC for you. Like, guys, this AC thing is really a thing in Kenya. Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't understand it. But also, when you enter their Ubers or their taxis, they don't put on AC for you. There was even a time that I was like so frustrated, you know, I was heading somewhere and it was in the afternoon, and I'm like, please, could you on your AC? The guy like smiled at me like, this girl is as if you don't know what you're in for, you know. So eventually he put on the AC. Guys, if you see the dust that came out of that AC, if you see the dust that came out of that AC, I'm like, oh my god, like, excuse me, like, have you not used this AC since? And the guy just goes like, yeah, that he hasn't used this AC like since he got the car. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, what are you talking about? Please tell me something. Like, what are you talking about? Like, so it was really a thing. So it's a thing of the taxi slash AC also in their cars. You know, even in a scorching hot afternoon, like, it's still the same thing. You know, so like, that was something that I did not enjoy. Like, I did not enjoy at all. And then the fourth thing, which is actually the last thing to be honest, is you know, I think again this might also be an African thing, but like, I couldn't drink water in Kenya. I mean, not in Nairobi per se, but in Mombasa, because I went to two. If you've not watched the vlog again, just a quick recap. I went to like three places in Kenya. I was in Nairobi, I was in Mombasa, and I was in Wasini. So it's like, Wasini is actually like a village as well. So, but I went to Mombasa, so it's like another part of Kenya that you have like the water, more like the beaches and things there. So in Nairobi it was fine, but in Mombasa there was a lot of beggings. Like, okay, I'm not saying that it's not okay to like give and all of that, but like, it got to a point that it was almost really really frustrating, because you can't even pass a place and you don't have someone saying, support me, you know, do this, I know you're a tourist, you have money, you like, just, you know, shoving it down your throat that you're a tourist and you have money, so you have to give them. To be very honest, I'm not going to elaborate more on this, but this is like something I didn't like. I think it was too much. I just felt like it was too much. And in my own opinion, that made some of us tourists like a bit uncomfortable. Like, do you get? Because I knew when we're at the beach and things, people will always come to you and everybody is just like, oh my god, I came here to like chill. Like, do you get? Like, do not shove, you know, down my throat. That should help you. There was even one, so story time there, there was even one that okay, we gave like 100 shillings or something. Yeah, I think I gave like 100 shillings, 200, I can't remember. But he asked for 500, and of course I wasn't going to give him 500 because I did not have that. I mean, I came on a trip and I'm on a budget as well. So I was like, okay, you know what, you can have these 200 Kenyan shillings. And the guy goes like, mama, oh, you know, you can do well, support me, we're both Africans, support me, give me 500. Like, he wasn't even being appreciative of that, you know. And that was like a turn off for me. And so I mean, so that's it. Like, so I just had like four bad things, or should I say like four things I didn't like, because they're not exactly bad, but like it's something that I did not enjoy. And I feel like you, my viewers, should actually know that before you go to Kenya, so you can prepare yourself, very well for these things, you know. And so we're gonna move to the things that I really love about Kenya, and this is something that I'm so excited about. You know, I'm really so excited about. Then I like, sometimes I don't know. Is this an argument? People who are from Kenya and you're watching this video, you know, and people who are from Nigeria, you're watching this video, and you guys have, the Kenyans have been to Nigeria and the Nigerians have been to Kenya. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Kenya is better than Nigeria, like, or Nigeria is better than Kenya? I mean, we're not trying to compare, but I'm just trying to say in terms of like how things have actually improved in both countries. What you guys think? And in my opinion, like, guys, I mean, I'm Nigerian, but in my opinion, I feel like Kenya, it's way ahead of us, and these are my reasons why, which now leads into the pros for Kenya for me. So number one is, guys, there's 24 hours light. Like, there is 24 hours light. Like, I don't know if it's because I stayed in Airbnb or something, or I was a tourist and of course I stayed in Airbnbs or an apartment, or you know, a hotel. I don't know if that was the case, but why I say this is that the first apartment I stayed in was like an apartment where people live, and someone just, you know, had that particular space for Airbnb. So of course I was living with a lot of Kenyans, you know, in a particular complex, and I did never for once took like there, like I never even had generator there. Like, literally it was all like 24 hours light, and that was like really amazing to see. I'm like, wow, like really interesting, like really interesting. So that's number one thing. Like, Kenya, they're you know, the fact that they have 24 hours light is like really amazing for me. Like, it's really good. So the second pro thing that I love about Kenya, it's actually how welcoming they are. Like, from the time I came to the airport, like everyone was so good, they were really nice, you know, they really spoke well, and they were trying to be interactive. I think they even really love tourists, because even from the guy who picked me from the airport, he was already like, oh, what do you want to do? I think you should go here, you know. So they're really friendly people, and I love that. Like, I really love that for you know, for them. And I love that for the experience as well, because imagine a tourist and you're coming to a country that people aren't like so friendly, you know, it's actually a bit of a problem. So like, they were very accepting, friendly, everyone is willing to tell you where to go and have fun, you know. So that type of thing, like, it was really good and made my stay amazing as well. So the third pro thing for me, of course, is the roads. Like, Kenyan roads are actually really good. I mean, not all parts, because I mean, I went to different parts and I saw some things, but in a very general, like, giving an overview of what I really think, they do have good roads. I mean, they do really have good roads that are really like wide, you know. So, and it's really as like good to see. Like, yeah, like the fact that you don't have like bumpy roads and all of that. Like I said, they do. I know they do in some parts, but it's not like generally bad that you're just gonna be like, unlike when you're in Nigeria, like, you know that if you want to go from what's it called, Port Harcourt to Owerri, you're in for something, like you're really in for something. So, but in Kenya, like, for the most part of my journey and places that I went to, the road was good. So, okay, so the fourth thing that I really enjoyed in Kenya was like their food. Guys, their food was amazing. Like, it was really good. Like, I really enjoyed, like, every restaurant that I went to in Kenya was like a hit for me. Like, I think the least I had was like an 8/10, and you know that's actually really good. Like, an 8/10, and I think that was because of the service or something that I couldn't rate it that high. But genuinely, like, the food was good. Oh my god, like, I truly enjoyed it. Again, I stay in Lagos, Nigeria, and if you're living in Lagos or you know anything about Lagos, you know that Lagos is overpriced when it comes to food. When you want to go for fine dinings, like, you have better keep your money, because they're going to like overcharge you. But in Kenya, I went to restaurants that were like top notch, like 5 star, and I got food for an affordable price, like, and they were even great. Like, in Lagos here, like, you're probably not even sure that you're gonna pay like 100,000 naira and you're going to enjoy the food. But best believe that if you carry that 100,000 naira in Kenya, you're going to like eat and eat and eat, and you're very sure like you're going to get like good food. So I really did enjoy it. And the fact that they have varieties, like Indians are there, so you get like Indian food, you get Chinese. Of course, you can also get those things in Nigeria as well. But my point is, they sabi. I'll just leave it like that, like, them sabi. So the fifth thing that I love about my experience in Kenya was, their hospitality again. And this would sort of go with the fact that, like I said earlier, they are very welcoming. Like, their hospitality was amazing. Like, when I went to Mombasa, when I was at the beach, like, even from the reception, like, everybody wants to, I don't know, like, everybody just wants to help you out, wants you to like maximize your time there. And this also goes to say, like, they're very cultural. They really take their culture like really seriously, and that's really good to see. And I mean, in Nigeria, like, we have diverse cultures here, and sometimes there's this like everyone trying to say, oh, who's better, is an Igbo person better than a Yoruba person, things like that. I did, for one, did not notice that in Kenya. Like, they're just a bit very like harmonized, and they really truly truly appreciate their culture. You see it in everything that they do, everything. Like, once you even get to the airport, talk to a taxi person, to a very random person on the road, you just see that they're very intentional. Their culture really like upholds something for them, and it was really really great to see. Like, it was amazing, honestly, to see. So last but not least, the final thing that I loved about being in Kenya is like how affordable things are, and how you can get diverse things in Kenya. And I'm going to explain. So I went to a supermarket, and I wanted to get some things as well. And there's some products that I actually get from probably the UK sometimes. Like, how you just order things that you may not really find in Nigeria. And of course, if you even make the mistake of finding it in Nigeria, like, it's really expensive. But in Kenya, like, those things were just there like water. Like, they were just there. Like, when you go to their supermarkets or their malls, like, you actually tend to get varieties of things. Like, it was really a thing. Like, they really have like things there. And again, that comes down to affordability. Like, they're not overpriced, apart from the food part of it. Like, just going grocery shopping, trying to get things for yourself, like, say I was living in Kenya today, I feel like their cost of living is actually really really reasonable, in my own opinion. Just maybe quote me wrong in the comment section if you're someone who lives in Kenya. I probably think that that's not true. But yeah, I really think that living in Kenya wouldn't be such a bad idea, to be honest. Like, the fact that you can get diverse things like there, it's actually amazing, and it's affordable. Like, nobody's overpricing anything. And I mean, like, it was really good to see. Like, it was so good to see. And I was really like really proud. I mean, when I was going to Kenya was like the last minute destination for me. I probably wanted to go somewhere else, and it didn't work out, and I ended up in Kenya. And to be honest, like, I really 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 enjoyed my time there. There's activities to do, and if you're looking to go to Kenya, this is why you should actually really go. If you were looking for like the beach, Maldives, Seychelles vibe, it gives you that, because when you go to Mombasa, go to their Dani beach area, you're gonna get all of that. If you're looking for like the Lagos, township vibe, you're in Nairobi, of course, and you're going to get that as well. So I think they have, the two sides of the coin, and that's amazing. Like, I did really enjoy my time in Kenya. So shout out to my Kenyan people, anyone who is watching this, shout out to you. Just send me a comment, or you just leave a comment in this video. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to respond. We can even connect, because for sure Kenya is like a place I see myself coming back to. Trust, maybe not anytime soon, because I mean, I just left. But yeah, it's like a place that I would really visit, and I would tell anyone to visit, apart from carry your AC. Apart from the fact that you have to carry your AC, because if you're someone who is like me, that's a very big deal for you, please carry movable AC and we're going to Kenya. Well, yeah, apart from that, like, Kenya was good. It was really, really nice, and it was so good to see that somewhere in East Africa we have something like this, and that just goes to show how blessed we are in Africa, to be very honest. And yeah, so I'm just going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe as well. I'm also going to leave the link here for other vlogs that I made about Kenya, so you can watch that and you just see for yourself what Kenya looks like. And yeah, so that's the end of the video, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.